So let me guess why you're here. Well, you probably saw the title, How to Lose Weight, How to Lose It Easily, and you thought, why not? I'll give this video a chance and see what happens. Well guys, there's a couple of pointers which you have to go through, and I'll go with them step by step. I am myself now starting a cut. So from, yesterday, I'll post videos along my journey and show you how to get it right. Right, so the first thing is food. Guys, weight is not lost in the gym, it's lost in your stomach. What you eat, how much you eat, will be the main cause of you losing weight. Now, I'm sure you guys have heard of MyFitnessPal. If you haven't, I seriously suggest you download it onto your phone or use it online. Use it to track everything you eat. Now, I'll be going through macros and exactly how much of each protein, carb, fat to eat in a later video. But start off with tracking. You'll get a rough idea straight away of what you're eating, which macros you're eating, to build a better picture of how your diet looks now. I wouldn't be where I am today, that's 100 pounds better off, without this thing called MyFitnessPal. It's free. I think it's available, I'm pretty sure it's available on every platform. So go download it now and catch up with me in point number 2. Right, second thing I want you to do. I want you to go and weigh yourself. Now, don't be scared. It's always daunting. Trust me, when I stepped on that scale 18 months ago and I saw a number of 135 and roughly 40%, that's right, 40% body fat, I don't want to go on a scale anymore either. But go on a scale, weigh yourself and take a picture of yourself. Remembering weight loss sometimes comes slower. A picture tells 1,000 stories. So go take a picture of yourself right now, front, back, side, weigh yourself, and again, your weight you can put in MyFitnessPal, and MyFitnessPal will do all the work for you. Right, next one. Exercise. Yes, I did say 10% of your weight loss will be done in the gym and using exercise. So, cardio. Where do I stand on cardio? Well, you'll hear a million different stories of what cardio to do, when to do it, how often, how long to do it for. The truth is simple. Cardio burns calories. There is no point doing cardio for 10 minutes. Trust me guys, I've done it. I know what it takes. At the beginning, your main exercise will be cardio and your weights will come secondary. If your goal was, like at my first time, to lose serious amounts of weight, there's no point building those muscles or even trying to build out those muscles, because by the time you get to the stage to build muscles, you can do that later on. Your main priority is to lose that body fat. I would recommend 45 minutes, 3-4 times a week. It doesn't have to be in the gym. It can be a walk around the neighborhood, a walk in the park. If you got a gym and membership, yes, go use your cross trainer, use your treadmill, rowing machine, entirely up to you, whatever feels comfortable. I like the elliptical cross trainer. For me, it's almost feels like an effortless cardio exercise, but the calories still burn. And you'll see how that extra cardio will let you eat that little bit extra. So if you're struggling at the first stages to eat the calories you've limited yourself to, it will help you eat a little bit more and still maintaining the deficit of calories that you need. And later on in this video, I'll go through the results of my BodPod test and how I calculated calories for myself. Because believe it or not, when it says recommended 2,500 for males and 2,000 calories for females on most packages of food, if I stuck to that, I would have gained more than I had in the first place. And I'll explain to you why in a couple of minutes. Weight training. Yep, go to the gym, do some weights, keep those muscles working, keep the blood flowing. Remember, you don't want to lose muscle because part of your cut you will be losing muscle weight as well. So I would recommend 3-4 sets of each exercise, and I would go 20 reps, and making sure those reps are very lightweight. So I would go 30-40% of your 1 rep maximum. So again, if you're not too sure what that means, your 1 rep maximum is how much you can lift once, and then to a point that you'll have no energy to lift that weight a second time. So go to the gym, find out what that 1 rep max is, calculate 30-40% of that, and then go 20 reps, 3-4 sets of each exercise that you want to do. That will keep your muscles working and in shape. And the last thing, hydration. H2O, water is your best friend. You have to drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day. I do cheat sometimes, guys. I don't drink just water. There's plenty of these water flavorings that you can use. I'm addicted to Coke Zero. Absolutely love the stuff. A lot of controversy I know about sweeteners, etc. But it is my favorite drink. And again, I'm here to lose weight. I'm not here to live a life of torture. It's not a diet, it's a healthy lifestyle. So fizzy drinks, sure, fantastic. Okay, they do rot your teeth, but fizzy drinks, low calorie. If you love them, don't stop. Coffee, yes, but again, try and at least get that liter and a half of pure water in. It's important. Now the BodPod test. Why did I decide to go and get a BodPod test? Well, 2 reasons, guys. The first reason, part of the BodPod test is a weigh-in. Now, the scale that's connected to the computer is more accurate, far more accurate than any scale that you can find at home, in your GP. It is accurate to, I believe, 100th of a kilogram, and the chances of it being wrong, well, it doesn't really happen. So that's the first thing. It will give you a very, very accurate weight that you're currently at. So why the BodPod, you ask? Well, the BodPod, what it does is it's the most accurate way to determine your actual body fat percentage. It does that by using air displacement. So long story short, you can have a look in one of my other videos. I've got pictures when I went to a BodPod test. It's a capsule resembling something from Star Wars, Star Trek, that you basically sit in. It's freezing. You put one of those swim caps on, some lycra boxes on. You sit in there twice for about 30 seconds to a minute at a time. The whole thing shuts with no airflow, and you're asked there by the person doing the test to sit still for those 30 seconds. You do it once, you do it a second time, and using air, it'll give you the most accurate measure of body fat. Using your weight, your height, and most importantly that body fat percentage gives you your basic metabolic rate. Now, your basic metabolic rate is basically the amount of calories that your body needs to survive. And you can throw it into a different equation, and depending on whether your job relies on sitting at a desk, whether it relies on a little bit of motion during the day, whether you work out 5-6 times a week, and it will give you how much calories you have to eat to maintain the same body weight over time. So if you want to lose body fat, then it's very simple. You will cut down from what that basic metabolic rate tells you, and therefore being in a deficit, and you will lose weight. It's as simple as that. The only way you're going to lose weight is to be in a caloric deficit. So remember I told you a couple of minutes ago why eating 2,500 calories won't maintain my body weight? Well, I had my BodPod test, I had my weigh-in, and I came down to 18.5% of body fat, which is absolutely fantastic for me, as I was well over 40% when I started this journey. Putting into calculations, and I'll put those on the screen in a minute, my basic metabolic rate, and if I'm not mistaken, came roughly to something like 1,700 calories without movement. So if I was to sit on my bum all day and eat anything over 1,700 calories, I would put on weight. Then again, if I'm moving and put it into the equation, anything over 1,900, 2,000, I would start gaining weight. So according to these labels that the manufacturers want you to believe, if I was eating 2,500, I'd be in a surplus, and a serious surplus, and gaining serious weight. And to give you a rough example, whether you're cutting or bulking, 3,500 calories equates to 1 pound of body fat. So if you want to lose 1 pound of body fat a week, you have to have a deficit of 3,500 calories a week. If you want to bulk and gain a pound of weight, hopefully muscle, over a week, you have to be in a caloric surplus of 3,500 calories. Never go under 1,200 because that's just dangerous, number one. Number two, anything under 1,200 calories will cause your body to go into starvation mode, which is basically your brain saying, hang on a second, this guy is not feeding me. I need to protect myself. I will burn everything apart from fat. So never go below 1,200 and find your medium, and we'll do the calculations right now, guys. So here we go. This is my BodPod result first page. You can see 18.5 body fat percentage gives you the lean muscle mass and your total body fat in kilograms on the first page. On the second page are the calculations, as you can see on the bottom, written down by the doctor that did the test. As you can see, on a day of rest, without doing any physical activity, just sitting around at home doing nothing, 1,761 calories to maintain your body weight. And underneath that, active, so this is really going to the gym, giving it your all, not as an athlete, but as a normal person, 2,700. So that would mean pretty much 6, 7, 8 hours of cardio a week to eat that 2,700 calories. And remember what I said before, they recommend 2,500 a day for a normal person, and hence why this is false. Again, this calculation will be different for all of you depending on your current stats. So go ahead and do that. I hope you liked the video, and give it a like if you did. A lot of information taken there, and I'll catch you in the next video, and look out for that video which will be showing details of macros.